Welcome, Namaste. Welcome to your restorative yoga class. This restorative yoga class is a very gentle class where we will move slowly and where we'll do some poses where we stay a little bit longer than you might be normally doing in the poses. It will all be resting on the floor. So for this, please make yourself comfortable. Make sure you have some props with you, some pillows, a chair for the end of your practice, and if you have a belt as well, and maybe something to cover your eyes, because this is quite a resting practice, as it is saying restorative, and for that we have to slow down, we have to find a way to bring the body in comfortable positions towards the floor. So, starting this practice together, I'd like to invite you to find a comfortable seating position. Or actually, I'd like to invite you to come and not sit cross-legged, but if you have, to sit a little bit higher up. Or if possible for you, sit on your heels. If that isn't nice, you can place a pillow in between. Myself, I like it to sit on 1 or 2 blocks. So just place them under my sitting bones. And the knees can go wherever the body likes to go. In restorative yoga, it is the body leading in its own structure. So you find your way how you can be comfortable. This is an easy way to sit upright as well. So from here, closing the eyes for a moment. Feeling how your weight can be transferred in the blocks or towards the earth to ground yourself. Then becoming aware that you're breathing. The breath is key in this practice to keep us anchored in the present moment, to guide us towards more relaxation by using especially a prolonged exhalation. So let's do that together for 3 times. When we go there, I'd like you to place your left hand on your lower belly and your right hand on your heart space. And just feel how the body is moving underneath your breath, inviting the breath into the belly on the inhalation. And on the exhale, through a straw of the lips, inhaling deeply into your body, exhaling, letting go of any tension. One more time, deeply inhaling. And releasing, exhaling. As long as we can release on every exhalation, we give this sign to the body and the mind that it's okay to be here, to feel safe and grounded. It's easier to rest and restore. Placing your other hand on your heart space also. Setting your own intention for your practice. Anything that is positive you want to bring to yourself. Bowing the head slightly towards the hands on your heart, opening your eyes. And bring your hands forward like you're looking to your intention. And from there, placing it in the Namaskar mudra. Hand palms together, and then on an inhalation, rise up, bring it to the sky, inhaling, and exhaling, bring your chin to the chest and your fingers towards the earth. Inhaling, scoop everything up, rise up, looking up to your hands. Exhaling, bring the chin to the chest. Feel how the spine already is rippling. Fingers to the earth. One more time, inhaling, opening the chest, looking up. And then on the exhalation, bringing your hands to the right, making a soft twist, bring your gaze to the right. When your inhalation is arising, you rise up with your inhale. Just follow your hands while you go to the other side, exhaling gently through your left. Inhaling up. Now bringing the fingers together, put the hand palms up to the sky, stretch yourself out. And then on an exhale, round your spine, bring the hand palms and push them forward. Inhaling, rising. Now the spine can hollow a bit, the chest can open, you can look up. And exhaling, round your whole spine, push your hands forward. One more time, inhaling. And on the exhale, let's go and bring the fingers to the floor again. Beautiful. Looking up. And then just simply drawing some circles from the neck. Moving the head gently. I always like to say it's like I have a pencil in my mouth and I draw a beautiful circle in the air or on the imaginary paper in front of me. Just moving the neck, which is the upper part of our spine, and we will work with our spine today. When you come down, you just reverse. Inhaling, rising up, drawing your circle, exhaling down. Your fingertips are still gently towards the earth to keep the shoulders relaxed. One more circle from wherever you are in your own pace. And coming back to center. Now simply rising off your blocks. You might feel already a little bit stiff in the legs because you've been sitting for a while. Now bringing your hands in front of you, your knees underneath your pelvis, underneath your hip bones, and your wrists are underneath your shoulders for stability. Make the body as soft as possible without losing your structure. And then slide the right toes back and gently stretch out your right leg. And bring the knee back. Swapping sides, just gently slide the left toes out, stretch out the left leg after sitting, and bring it gently back. Now we're picking up our breath, and we're going to ripple our spine in cat-cow. So on the inhalation, tilting your pelvis, your navel is going to the earth, your chest is opening, and the head is rising. And on the exhalation, the pelvis is tilting the other way, your navel is drawing in, your spine becomes round, and your chin goes to your chest. Go on your own pace a few more times, inhaling, opening the front of your body. And exhale, closing it, and feel that wave going through your spine. Gentle movements in cat-cow to wake up and soften the tissues in the back. Then make some free movements, whatever feels right for you now. Maybe you notice some tension somewhere in your body. Just give it some free movement. And then coming to a soft child pose. So with that, I mean you can place your hands underneath your head. You don't have to stretch your arms too far. You can have your knees wide or closed. It's up to you. Restorative, you really try to feel what the body needs and where it wants to be in its structure. It's not so much about aligning our poses. It's It's more about feeling comfortable, resting and grounding, and breathing. Breathing even here in this closed position from your fingertips to your toes to your soft belly. One more big inhale. Exhale, release. And then bringing your hands close to your shoulders. You can gently rise up through the spine, coming back to a seated position. And then we're going to move to the wall. So if you need to prep the wall, please do so. Pause your video. So it's good to have a mat, to have maybe some pillows here. If you have a belt or a scarf, you can use. If you have an eye pillow, same. And I have a little bit of weight here. It's just sand from the playground I placed in a little bag, which is nice to use. So we're going to a yoga posture from the Hatha Yoga tradition, which is called Viparita Karani, which is the preparation for shoulder stand or candle pose. But this is the restorative way, where you don't have to do any efforts, but you're still going inverted upside down. So it has the same benefits as these more vigorous poses you might do in another class, but this is the resting position, and it's very good for our nervous system, and it's very beneficial for your body and your mind. So for that, prep a little bit of height in front of a wall. Maybe have something next to you, what you might want to place later underneath your head. And then very simple, you come and sit as close as you can to the wall. You bring your buttocks to the wall, and then you're going to turn yourself around. And then give yourself some time to wiggle around and to place those pillows where you like. Some people want them in the lower back. Some people like them more towards the wall, very close to the wall. I would suggest not to place them halfway your back or the upper spine, because we like to invert and bring the hips and the pelvis a little bit higher. That is the emphasis and the function of this posture. So you're here, and you're going to be here for a few minutes. Then you can use also a strap to keep your feet together, for example. So they can just hang in there. And if you have weights, you can either place that on your belly, which is fully grounding the whole body to the earth, or you can place them, a little bit of sand coming out of mine. You can place them on your feet. And that is bringing the weight directly from your feet into the pelvis area, and that grounds through the pillows. So you decide how you want to set this up for yourself. And then placing the hands on your belly to start with. Maybe you want a pillow still underneath your head. You find for yourself how you can be comfortable here. We're going to stay for a few minutes. Start to tap into your breath, feeling the inhalation. Directing it to the lower belly, feeling the exhalation. Inhaling deeply from your fingers to your toes. Exhaling fully, letting go. And in the beginning, it might be that the body starts to protest, the legs start to shake. Maybe you take off the weights. The body needs to adjust, it needs time. When you feel comfortable also with your breath, you can place the arms outside of your mat, or even over the head, like cactus arms, or full opening of the upper body, full grounding towards the earth, full relaxation and support by all the props. And tapping into all these benefits of this pose, bringing up the blood circulation, the lymph circulation, and fully tapping into the relaxation response for the nervous system to calm down the mind, to restore the body. Nowhere to go, nothing to do, just to be here, as comfortable as possible. Now you might notice the more the body is relaxing, the more you can focus in the present moment with the breath, the more heavy the body becomes and is actually melting into the floor, into the pillows, heavy towards the earth. It's this beautiful sign of grounding and relaxing and restoring. This might be a very unusual practice for you, especially starting with restorative yoga. Bring up maybe a lot of challenges. What to do, how to be still, what to do with the mind fluctuations, all these thoughts. Just observe it all. You can imagine your thoughts being clouds on a blue sky. Just focus on the blue of the sky, and you observe the clouds passing by. Now preparing ourselves gently to come out of this posture. And for that, let your heels just softly slide over the wall. Maybe take off the weight when it's there. Place it next to your mat. Just let the feet rest against the wall. Just go out slowly, slowly, not to give a shock to our nervous system, to keep this gentle approach. Taking off the belt if you had it, place it next to you. And then And take the pillows out underneath by lifting your buttocks up. Anytime you want to do a more active variation of Viparita Karani, you just walk the feet up. And this is a way to go to half shoulder stance, yes? But we keep it restorative, so we will keep now the buttocks down and bring the pelvis to the floor, bring the spine to the floor, bring the knees to the chest. Let everything rest. Feeling the difference in sensations. And then simply turning oneself to the left. Now, when you're here, we're staying in this twisting position. If your knees are not fully on the floor, you find yourself an extra pillow or a prop to rest the knees on. But it can also be in between. And your legs can go wherever you like them to go. So let them find their own position. The arms going wide next to the body. And if the right shoulder now is off the floor, you might want to bring something underneath as well. If it needs a little bit of a pillow underneath, then do so. Feel how your body can be comfortable now in this twist. Applying the same restorative gestures of making the body comfortable, not caring so much about its alignment, comfortable to fully rest and restore. Changing the body position if you feel that you're building up tension. And breathe. Full inhales into the belly. Good exhales to let go. We're twisting the body in this way, we're promoting better digestion. It's massaging all the digestive organs. Working with all the tissues and resting all the tissues along the spine. Very beneficial for back pain. Just being comfortable and grounded and rested. Now giving yourself a few more breaths here. And gently taking your pillows away. Maybe already bring it to the other side for later. And walking your feet back to your wall. Having your knees to your chest. Feel how the whole spine is restoring itself and grounding into your mat. And gently give yourself a hug. A little bit of effort to rise up the floor. Just bringing your face towards your knees, hugging yourself for a moment. Feeling how the tension is building up. And then a good inhalation in the compressed belly. Exhaling, letting go, and prepare yourself to go to the other side. Just bringing your knees in any gesture to the right. And just feel for a moment what is happening with the legs, where there's any gap, for example, in between the knees. You take your pillows and you just fill that gap up with your pillows so the legs can relax. Adjust yourself to be comfortable. Finding a resting position with your knees to the right. A resting position for your arms so you don't have any weird tingling sensations. Just being there with your breath, enjoying the twists. Nowhere to go, no efforts to be made except for staying focused in the present moment. Staying focused on that blue in the sky. Breathing your way to comfort and nourishing your body and your mind. It all sounds so easy. It's not a simple practice. Just give it a go. Enjoy. The longer we stay, the easier the body finds its comfort, and the tension you might have felt in the beginning of this pose is just melting away while the body is becoming heavy to the earth. Space created in your mind and your heart just by fully resting and restoring. Now we give it a few more breaths on this side. You can feel the whole body up from your fingers to your toes. Bring some energy in here. And do a good exhalation to let go. Then just simply take away your props, bringing your feet back to the wall. Let your spine rest. And then for our final relaxation, you can either stay here. I will give you an option to use a chair. And for that, you can roll out of your position. Take your time slowly to rise, or you stay where you are on the mat. If you want to use your chair, then you come gently to your chair. You use your chair as you've been using the wall. You come close. placing the feet on the chair, rolling yourself off. If you want a pillow underneath, place a pillow underneath your head. Let your knees fall on the chair, but make sure that the creases of the back of your knees are supported by the chair. You can place your eye pillow over your eyes to fully relax. Your hands wherever it feels nice. And you take the time. Take the time to end your restorative yoga practice, to fully rest, digest, and restore as long as you like. I'll be leaving you here. You take your time. Thank you so much for practicing together. Enjoy.